Scandal and passion in a Paris fashion house with Jessica Fletcher and Murder, She Wrote in half an hour on BBC One.
Strike me. If I didn't know better, I'd say we'd just been joined by the great Kelvinda Vass. To what do we owe this honour?
Very funny.
I'm not trying to be funny, mate. Merely making an observation. I thought you'd be off with your personal trainer, or your personal advisor, or maybe even your personal nutritionist.
I know that the man had his well-documented faults, but on that day, he truly achieved greatness.
Who did?
Ian Botham.
Headingley, 1981. I was privileged to be there on the day that Beefy destroyed the Aussies single-handedly.
No, I don't think cricket's very exciting, actually.
It's fascinating, a unique combination of the physical and the cerebral.
By the way, we're going to need a reference for Daniel.
A reference?
Oh, surely he doesn't need one. We do know him, after all.
We do, but I think that the PCT may want something a bit more concrete. Oh, and it would help if I could have it today, please.
Well, I'm more than happy to write a recommendation for him.
Joe, that is very sweet, but you can't because you're
Not related, yes, but I wouldn't have recommended him if I didn't believe in his abilities.
I know that. It's just that...
Don't worry, Julia. I'll be utterly objective. Now, I was about to show Daniel round, but if someone else could do that, then I'll nip off and write him a reference.
Not got your eye in?
I'm fine.
Well, like you were in the semi. Glorious total of 3. My granny could have done better with an old rolling pin.
What about you in the qualifiers? North for 83 off 10 overs. Hardly makes you the love child of Dennis Lilly and Brett Lee, does it?
6 for 43 in the semi, ring a bell. Mind, not much point us being in the final if you're going to open.
Yeah? Why don't you try me then?
Only too glad, mate.
Very nice and commendably neat.
Dr. West is very ordered. I'm sure he'd appreciate it if it was kept that way for when he came back.
Yeah, I think he might have other things on his mind than the state of his room. Well, I meant his recuperation. I hear he's a pretty determined guy.
He is.
Nurse. Do you think you can help me?
Kelvinda, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Owen, these nets are supposed to be a warm-up.
You thought we had a major final coming up next week?
We do. And it would be good if we got there with our opening batsman intact.
Hasn't exactly been knocking them out of the park for us, has he?
I'm just missing a bit of form.
A bit? Mate, there's hardly any point in you going out there in the first place. You're back in the pavilion so quick. So Linford Christie School of batting all over in 9.3 seconds.
Are you saying you've never lost form?
Certainly not. I had a very dry spell. Once. When I was 11. Mate, we all have dips. It's just that Kilvey hasn't turned up at all this year.
I've hit 3 centuries.
In the pre-season. When it's come to the real thing, you've dropped off big time. And it's not like you've striven for the team ethos.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a wonder to see you here. Today, the rest of us turn up for group sessions, fitness. Not you, though. You seem exempt.
He's been on a tailored programme.
Oh, where? The manicurists?
I think you've made your point.
No. My point is, if you select him for the final, Roy, we're going to lose.
I've done the reference for Daniel.
Ah, Oh, yeah, I want to talk to you about that.
I assure you it's straight down the line, one GP referring another. The PCT can't possibly object.
That's just it. I think they will.
I'll take them. Please.
Daniel's been a GP for a good number of years. He's even got his own practice.
It's not his ability to do the job that I'm questioning here, Joe. It's just that with all that business with Nick, you know, and all that stuff about his suspension, we cannot be too careful. The PCT have got to see that we've done everything we possibly could.
There won't be a problem.
I'm sure there won't. But no matter how objective your reference is, you are still a relative.
Well, up until now, you haven't actually worked with him, have you?
OK, yes. Point taken.
Well, can't his previous partner give him a reference?
If he did, it would create medical history.
Why's that?
Unfortunately, he is deceased.
Oh. OK, well, all right, let's get in touch with the PCT.
I mean, we can't be more objective than a reference from them, can we?
Ready to press on?
Yes, yes, of course.
I will not be spoken to like that in front of the squad. I am the chairman.
Yeah, and I'm the captain. Look, we've done this in the selection meetings and you overrule me every time. Look, I know he's your protege, but we can't keep him in the team.
He's a good batsman.
Yeah, we've been carrying him all season. And it looks like he's going to lose his England spot.
I'll be their loss.
I'll bet his financially. A lot of money riding on his international profile.
I seem to recall you have a few deals yourself.
Oh, yeah. I've got a kiddies bat available from a catalogue store and a beer from South Australia so rancid even the worst Dero wouldn't touch it. So, yeah, I'm up there with Abramovich for the billionaire pole position stakes.
If you ask me, you're sounding a little bit jealous.
Oh, I'm not jealous of Kulvinder Vass.
You never even made an attempt to like him.
Well, he doesn't make himself very likeable.
It's his manner. He's private.
Attracts some of the wrong kind of publicity, though.
How do you mean?
Spot a bother with a test.
The results were overturned. The substance was in the cough medicine. You know that.
Still left a nasty taste in the mouth. No pun intended.
Kulvinder has never taken any drugs of any sort. Perhaps his confidence has gone a bit this season, but there's a big performance in him.
So when are we going to see it?
Maybe when he gets a bit of support from his captain.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
What are you talking about? That wasn't the deal. That's much more than you asked for. Of course I want them. Yes, I'll have the money with me. 1 o'clock. Just make sure you've got them with you.
And we chip in weekly for tea and coffee.
Absolutely. Got to have the kitty.
Vivian.
Dr. Clay.
Jimmy.
All right. Vivian, Mr. Bryant's back in reception. I think he's been out and refreshed himself more since you threw him out.
I didn't throw him out. I just asked him politely to leave.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, he's back and he's on one.
Is he indeed? Will you excuse me, Dr. Granger?
Duty calls. Yeah, Joe did a hell of a lot for me when I was younger. Helped keep me on track in many ways.
A good connection to have.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I know how much the mill means to him. He's always spoken very highly of his colleagues here.
Yeah?
Yeah, really highly. It's another reason why I'm so pleased to have been asked to work here. I feel lucky to have found someone so nice to fill in for a while.
Fill in?
Yeah, till I find something permanent.
So you're not,
No, this is just for the short term. No. I mean, we all hope that Nick makes a full recovery. Certainly not out to replace him. Just want to do as good a job as I can while I'm here.
Yeah. Sorry, do you want a coffee or something?
Oh, I'd love one, yeah. White one, sugar, please.
You're late.
Where's my money?
Here. Now hand them over.
Bingo.
Where's the rest of them? Oi!
It's all right. Just call a nurse.
I can assure you that I am not secretly an international arms dealer. Not even as a hobby.
It isn't just a question of bureaucracy, Daniel. We've got to make sure that we're covered with the PCT. And a sole reference from a family member just doesn't cut it.
OK. It's just that my documents are in my luggage along with my address book. I can easily get you a reference just when I get them back.
Yeah, the thing is, you see, I do need it as soon as possible so that we're covered for when you start work tomorrow. I suppose we could go straight to the GMC.
Do you know, I've still got my mobile. There's a contact, an old colleague of mine. I'm sure he'd give me a reference. You never know. Might even be a good one.
I'm sure it will. All right, well, it would be good if I could talk to him today.
You know, 8 for 40, I said that's not a bad nut. Maybe you can buy me a beer now, you know. And he opened up his wallet and I swear there were moths coming out of there, you know. True story.
What were you thinking?
I was trying to get out of bed.
And so we gathered. That was really silly.
Well, I think it was called for in the circumstances.
What circumstances?
I think I've got feeling in my legs. I'm sure of it.
Here.
What the hell are you playing at? Anyone would think you're trying to injure him.
It's when the door hit my leg. That's what happened.
Are you sure?
I think I can recognize pain when I feel it.
Well, Nick, that's...
I never thought I'd be happy to say I felt pain. So happy I might even enjoy the food. Don't that look yummy?
Thanks for coming at short notice, Joe.
Paperwork versus medicine. No contest. So it's Kulvinder's wrist?
Yes, the physio's had a look at him, reckons he'll survive, but I wanted a doctor's opinion. Might try a sedative on that crazy Aussie.
Owen Haynes?
It was his doing. He's putting down some real eye-openers in the nets.
Well, bodyline is his nickname.
More like head case. He's a few yards short of a boundary, that bloke, especially where Kulvinder Vass is concerned.
Oh, why's that?
Well, there's never been any love lost between them, but now it's a grudge thing with Owen. Just worried it's going to lose us the cup next week.
I thought you said the food was awful.
It's not something Jamie Oliver would approve of, but hey, It's carbohydrates. I've got to load up on those if I'm going to get back on my pins.
Nick, I think we should be cautious.
OK, I know it's a bit premature trying to haul myself out of bed. But I've never been the most patient. Especially as a patient.
No, I meant I think we should be cautious about any feeling in your legs.
Why?
Just in case that it's not a sign of recovery.
I got feeling in my leg for the first time.
I know, and I hope... I'm pleased, but I just don't think we should get ahead of ourselves.
OK. I promise I won't put myself onto the New York Marathon or an expedition to Annapurna. But I will get out of this bed, and I will walk down that corridor.
Nick.
And then it's onto the hospital grounds, there's lots of paths. Won't be long before I start building the muscle up.
Nick, I just think we're getting a little bit ahead here.
I know it's just a start. But I knew things would be all right. It's going to be all right. That's great.
There's some swelling and tenderness, but you've got full rotation. We could send you for an X-ray as a precaution, but it looks to me like you've just had an almighty whack.
What about the cup final?
Oh, see how it goes. You've got nearly a week. If, as I think, it's nothing beyond bruising and swelling, you should be more than OK to play. As long as Owen doesn't rocket down another special delivery.
I wouldn't rule it out.
Roy was telling me that there'd been some antagonism between you and Owen.
You could say that.
Professional rivalry?
Seems more personal.
Barney. Daniel. Yeah, it's been a long time, bud. Yeah, no, not underground, just busy, you know. Hey, listen, I wonder if you could do me a favour.
This isn't about form. It's a personal vendetta.
Ah, it's not personal. I'm thinking of the team.
How? By taking out our best batsman?
I'm not trying to take him out. I'm just trying to send him a message.
Message about what?
That I don't like his sort. I never have, never will.
You know, I'd simply got you down as being aggressive. Typical seamer, plenty of attitude. But I've never got you down as being a racist.
A racist?
Yes, and I will not tolerate racism at this club.
Roy, mate, you got the hoary end of the willow here. I'm not a racist.
And just what do you mean by his sort, then?
Kulvinder, this hostility of Owen's, is it racial?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I've never heard him say anything racist.
Then what might it be?
I haven't been playing that well lately.
Couple of wobbles. Happens to everyone. Can't be the top of your form all the time.
I know, but I just haven't been able to perform. I find it difficult to concentrate.
So why do you think that is?
It won't go beyond you?
Absolutely not.
OK. It's...
Kulvinder, I'm really disappointed in you. Really disappointed.
Yes, Barney, mate, but you just have to play at being doctor. Yeah? Great. OK, look, so here's the deal. You and I first met when you were offered a partnership at my first surgery. Yes, of course, as my senior, idiot. Yeah, so we worked together for a while, and I became an admired colleague. The patients adored me, praises sung all over, that kind of thing. Are you getting the picture? Fantastic. So, look, they'll be giving you a call on that today. Julia Maguire. Write it down. Barney, you're a diamond.
I have never taken drugs in my life. You know that?
That's what you always told me. And we defended you through all the controversy with the positive result. And all the time you were lying.
The substance they found traces of was in the medicine. We had an expert witness.
Maybe you're just lucky. Maybe you're careful to take the medicine to cover yourself against performance enhancers in case of a random test.
That's ludicrous.
Why? They're similar substances, Doc.
I suppose it's possible if they're similar compounds. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, I wasn't taking performance enhancers. It was my cough medicine. Message to my sponsors, please keep my deals in place.
It's not about sponsorship.
No, it's about cricket, mate. Sport. About cheating.
I am not a cheat.
Oh, yeah? So what's in your locker?
What? What do you mean?
Oh, you know exactly what I mean. The package you got the Savo from the guy in the car park. You know, the one you handed over lots of cash for. It's a nice little deal you got going there.
You followed me.
Kulvinder, why can't you just be straight with us?
Straight with you? Okay. Why don't you show them what's inside?
Dr. Harris, it's Julia Maguire, Mill Health Centre, Leatherbridge calling. It's about Daniel Granger. He's going to be joining our practice and Yes, we do know he's a very fine GP. Absolutely, of course you can't be too careful. Look, would you mind awfully emailing me a reference for our records? Oh, that's great, thank you, that's very kind of you. Yeah, okay, well my email address...
Normally we're careful in public. Anthony, my partner, he's pretty private. It's not great that the world can't see us as a couple, but neither of us are into premieres or photo opportunities.
Till now.
It was a spontaneous moment. The guy got the photo.
He's been blackmailing you.
Threatening to take it to the tabloids. You shocked?
What, by the blackmail?
By me. After thinking you knew who I was?
We know you as an excellent cricketer.
Then I'm not supposed to be gay.
Why not?
How many gay cricketers do you know? Famous ones, internationals, even county players. Exactly. How many sports stars in general? Aside from a couple of tennis players, how many out-gay sports stars can you name?
But isn't sexuality essentially a private matter?
Private is different from secret. Privacy is a choice. Secrecy isn't.
And why do you feel the need for secrecy?
Would you be happy with an openly gay player here?
You fell asleep?
Yeah. I was dreaming.
What about?
Same thing I keep dreaming. You and me. Walking in the moving hills. All those views down to Wales. Maybe it's a sign. When I get out of here, we should do it. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be lovely. Look, I should be getting back to work.
Sure.
I'll see you tomorrow.
When I first started playing here as a youngster, the captain was Peter Greenslade. He was an astute captain, too. Never got flustered, always thought ahead. That's a sign of the best ones. They keep their cool. Peter never married. Was never known to have a girlfriend. There were rumours. Then one day we heard that Peter had been arrested the previous night in town by a plainclothes police officer. Entrapment, they call it now. Anyhow, Peter killed himself before the case came to court.
That's dreadful. Thankfully, things have moved on.
Even in sport? Don't worry. However bad things get, I wouldn't actually think of topping myself.
Should think not. You've still got 2 years left on your contract.
You keep me on? Even if this got in the media?
If I took any notice of what the media said, I'd have sacked every player I'd ever employed by now. Myself, the board, Uncle Tom Cobley and his dog. Much as the media hate to admit it, today's opinions are tomorrow's chip wrappings. Nobody tells me how to run my team. Not even Owen.
You got that right.
So what do you think?
About what?
About me? Batting for the other team?
Well, haven't been batting so well for this one, have you? Oh, mate, the only person's sex life I worry about is my own. Yeah, I can see why you would have had a bit on your mind too. So what's the deal with these photos? You want more cash, or...?
For the memory card from the camera.
I somehow don't think that's going to be the end of it. Even if they've got the card, they've probably stored the photos somewhere, so they can still keep pumping you for more money.
Yeah, and there's no guarantees they haven't passed them on already.
Doesn't give me much option then.
Options for what?
Won't have much to blackmail me for if I come out in public myself.
You sure? The initial stages can be pretty torrid.
Should have done this a long time ago.
You have our support, whatever you decide.
Well, we're going to stand around here like a bunch of llamas on a pension, or is somebody going to give the cops a call so they can nail this lowlife's art? So they can take this individual into custody.
Here, use mine.
So, it's your fantasy.
Come down, okay? Just come down.
Just give us a minute!
Where do you get off? Questioning my judgment. You've been here 5 minutes.
Well, let's get you out of bed.
I'm really
You feel so much better.
Get up.
Sorry.
Dan Snow and Richard E. Grant on the One show tonight at 7, but next on BBC One, The High Price of Fashion in Murder, She Wrote. The one to watch tonight.
My mum and dad were the most